Hello and welcome to week 6 of the DLP not podcast of the DLP League. We have an exciting match against the Lily Cove Latias and the Snowpoint Stoutlands. Do you mind sharing the link in Discord for everyone?
Oh yeah,
Spanish
yeah,
while you
that,
got.
that got you.
So we got a pretty
Oh, I think they
interesting.
already did, but whatever.
Sorry, what was that?
I think they already did, but whatever.
Oh, cool.
Redundancy at its finest.
Hey, yeah, there's no issue with redundancy, right?
No, no.
But we have a pretty exciting match because, despite the 1-4 record, there's a little bit of an asterisk on the last match, and I think that Lily or that Snowpoint Stoutland is going to be looking to reclaim a victory and get some momentum going into the last half of this season because playoffs are going to be starting here soon, and I think that they're going to be looking at potentially playing in the play-ins, but they probably want to make a push for the playoffs depending on what route they want to take for their teams. What what is an interesting mon that you've got lined up here for the Snowpoint Stoutlands? I don't want to take too much time. I know these
I
guys are ready to
mean,
play.
on the on the Stoutland side, on the Stoutland side, it's kind of interesting because I don't know if there's any one Pokemon that's like stood out. Like every game they play, there's just it kind of like it goes differently, right? Like they don't.
They've
A lot
played
of
really
teams you'll
well.
see.
They've done a really good
Right, they have
job
a
at
really
spreading
they
out.
make yeah, they use really good they do a good job of getting, like, maximum usage out of every Pokemon they have. They don't like a lot of teams will depend on their Mega or will depend on this one support mon, right? But they generally do spread out, like, we've seen the Dolphin thing, Palafin, we've seen
The dolphin thing,
Palafin
I
be
love it.
really helpful sometimes. Well, I'm looking at a dolphin, and like I was thinking Palafin, but like there's like a mental disconnect. And then we've seen this Gudra. It hasn't really come a lot, but we've seen the Hisui and Gudra put in work. We've seen this Gudra. I think it did come to one game where it did pretty good. The Starmie
The
obviously has
Starmie.
played. The Starmie's been really like a good helpful secondary thing, where it doesn't really do anything consistently, but it just kind of is a pain in the ass for everyone. And
Yeah,
so
and it's interesting that you make that comment because on the other side we have the Lily Cove Latias, and their Golurk is actually leading for the MVP race with 10 KOs in 5 weeks. So we have almost the opposite, where one team really likes to spread out and maximize their team, and then we have one person who plays Protect the President and does a lot of damage with their Mega. So it's really cool to
yeah,
see. And I think there's two really like important mons to look at on both sides of this field. Is the Aegis Slash. This Aegis Slash can hit the Hatterene and the Golurk, and those are two of like the most important mons on the Lily Cove's teams. But on the other side, we got the three-headed dragon, this high dragon right here. It could be doing stuff like with Snarl to be a support mon. It can just hit with a dark pulse. It's going to be really threatening for that Aegis Slash. It's going to be that protect mon. Depending on how he uses it, could be an offensive mon. It could be support with Tailwind, things like that. But it does look like he's got his slow mode and his fast mode with the Raichu and the High Dragon. So it's going to be a fun match.
I think the other thing to note is you brought up the fast mode, but I don't they don't even need or they don't even need Tailwind to go up if they really want to push for speed, right? Because we've seen the Starmie run Imprison or Trick Room. I don't know, does it? I don't. It doesn't get Imprison, but we've seen it run Trick Room to undo Trick Room. And I
Correct.
think what's interesting is if let's say you go Starmie, right, to try to let's say Slowbro sets Trick Room and you go Starmie to unset the Trick Room, Slowbro can just click Chilly Reception and go into the Bear Tick, and you don't even need Tailwind at that point because Slush Rush does double your speed as much as
Is
Tailwind
this
would, and you will be outspeeding everything on the map or
is
on
this the
the.
same mistake I made last week? Is that the Slowbro get chili reception? I thought that was Slow King.
It does. Yes, I didn't think it got it. I thought it was just Galarian Slowbro. No, normal Slowbro also gets it, which is like a noteworthy threat, right? Because again, you don't want to set Tailwind in Trick Room. That's a pretty big risk if something prevents you from unsetting it, right?
Right.
But you also can't run the risk of not undoing it, so it just generates like when you play Trick Room, it's a lot of this will they, won't they,
Right. It's a timing.
50-50.
It's a
It
timing
comes
of
down to like
everything.
one choice of move, right? When it comes to setting up Trick Room. It's like it's the timing. It's do they have mental alert? Do they have covert cloak? Do they have a resist berry? Do they have a whatever? Right? It boils down to very like specific decisions, setting it up or not setting it up. Right? And that's what it comes down to. And I think the Slowbro just amplifies that. It's also I think noteworthy that most teams that play have at least one fake out option. However, like as far as I can remember, this is like the only time that there hasn't been two fake out options on the field, one for each team, or just in general too. Like most teams have at least one fake out user.
Yeah,
I
no,
think it is worth it.
definitely.
Like Raichu's the only one,
It definitely
right?
seems that
Which is
Lily
not,
Cove gave himself all of the tools that he may need. He's got two trick room setters, a potential slush rush with Bear Tick, and a potential tailwind with High Dragon. So, and then that fake out, like you mentioned with Raichu, he's got a lot of control on this field. But you know, there is going to be a little bit of a weather. There is weather control on the other side with the Pelipper too. So, you know, we could see the Pelipper and the
yeah,
Palafin come out and start doing a lot of damage, and that is very possible. I
yeah. But
think.
again, the slush rush, you can't really switch into it either, right? So again, it's a lot of this kind of like micro decision making that's probably gonna
Well,
like probably be down to two moves
Chili
change the outcome of the
Chili
battle.
Reception is a manual weather set, which is a little bit different to be
I
working
think
with
it's better,
Revent.
honestly, because I mean, if you look at Snowpoint, they only
It's
really have one thing that's damaging the Slowbro, and that's the Aegis Slash.
but it
And so the
will.
Slowbro can
It's
just
just
protect.
easier to counter in my opinion. With all you have to do is switch Pelipper in. You know.
Yeah, but if you switch Pelipper, like I get what you mean. I don't. It's just kind of how the dynamics play out, right? Like,
Well, I think that we're ready to see the dynamics play
you
out.
know, yeah,
So if you want to message these guys,
yeah,
what do
yeah,
you
yeah.
I've been seeing Lily Cove lead with the Hatterene and the Go Lurk a lot, and
I mean,
I think that's a really
I
threatening
think they
lead.
need the Slowbro, to be honest.
You could very well lead the Slowbro. I feel like the Bear Tick and the Slowbro are kind of. I think the Slowbro is going to be the second Trick Room setter, and the Bear
That
Tick
would
is
make
going to
sense.
be
I could
like
also
the
see
end game.
Raichu coming out in the lead.
Okay, we
Um,
see Palafin and Aegis Slash. Ooh, and this is really interesting because we see Raichu and Hydreigon. That the Raichu can only fake out the Palafin, and it's threatening it with lightning with electric damage as well. Hydreigon is threatening the Aegis Slash. This is a really solid lead for Lilycove just because of the fact that he threatens both of his Mons right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're also threatening Tailwind, so you can't really safely protect on Aegis Slash either. You could Tailwind Volt Switch. You could. There's a lot that could go down here. The fake. You could fake out Palf, and you could Tailwind, and Aegis Slash can't really hit anything either.
I mean,
Like, I mean,
it does
it's
seem
sort
like
into hide as a pipe dream, I think.
Snowpoint Stoutland is on the back foot a little bit on this with this lead matchup.
Yeah,
It'll
I
be
mean,
interesting to see how. Okay, so we do see the Dragonite switch out.
ooh,
He gets the
that's the
fake out.
multi skill
He
gone.
does, yeah, it does break the multi skill, but the
Oh,
Dark
on
Pulse
the
went
protect.
into the Palafin
Yeah,
slot anyway.
Sacred Sword.
Sacred Sword hits the
Oh,
Hydreigon for only
choke.
32%.
Choke goes off. Still insanely low damage, I feel like, but the Chopal does really help to mitigate it.
I
Survives
mean,
another hit, probably.
With the Chopelberry, it does that does make a difference because you know that
Oh yeah,
the
no, no, it took half, but it now survives another hit from Sacred
and it's I'm interested to see
Sword.
if Aegis
So
Slash
I
may
mean,
have.
Raichu's still the fastest thing on the field. So.
Yeah, I wonder if Aegis Slash has a focus sash right now and could potentially need to be doubled up.
Yeah, I mean, Dragonite probably doesn't live another rotation of moves. Like if you see another Dark Pulse Volt Switch, it's probably dead. Even if it magos, I don't think it lives.
There's
So
possibility for extreme speed being on
there's got to be
Dragonite.
some protect coming out here for sure.
You
I'd be
could
shocked if not.
you could see something like an extreme speed shadow sneak into the Raichu, uh, doing a lot of.
Maybe, yeah.
But then you know
I mean, I'd be
you still
really
probably have a
careful,
Dark
but
Pulse going into the Aegis Slash. So we do see the Mega
yeah,
come out for the Dragonite. He
that's
just uses
exactly
Protect. He is worried about that double. Oh, and we
double
see
protect.
King's Shield as well. Volt Switch goes into the Dragonite slot.
I mean, it's not choiced.
Draco Meteor goes into the Dragonite slot.
Yeah, no,
It almost would have been better to have
it's probably not
used
Sash
Aegis
Aegis
Slash.
Slash, I don't think.
Yeah, the way that he's playing defensively like that makes me think that it wasn't a sash, but
Yeah,
it does leave me wondering a little bit why he was so passive in that turn. I feel like that was the turn to try and make a read, because that Dragonite is at 59%. So you know that it's going to be targeted. That he wants to get rid of it. It's a juicy
Yeah.
target sitting there.
Um,
Your opponent's Mega, but
Raichu might get Ice Beam, and so that might have been the.
yeah, I mean
It might have been
he
trying
was
to bait a
scouting.
switch.
He
Right?
was scouting to
I don't
see.
know. Yeah, scouting, just baiting a switch. But I don't actually know if this is any better, right? Because now, yeah, I mean,
So we do see the Pelipper switch out of the Dragonite
yeah.
slot. We see Volt switch go into the Aegislash. Maybe checking for
Now we'll
that.
see what comes out. Yeah.
Slowbro comes out.
Okay.
Slow King, sorry. Ooh,
Contact.
Draco Meteor hits Pelipper for all for.
We do see this
Oh, the Sacred Sword
Hydreigon
hits
here.
it, hits the Hydreigon and leaves it at 3%. Pelipper's at
Yeah.
16% after the turn, and Slow King switched
Yeah.
in, threatening potentially a Trick Room or Chilly
Chilly
Reception.
reception. I mean, we could see Pelipper go down here to a Dark Pulse if it doesn't protect, and I
Very
mean, even
easily.
just taking decent damage here,
Yep.
right? And you can't. I mean, you could double protect again, but I mean,
I feel
oh,
like
you could
he needs
also
to start doing some damage. Yeah, the Shadow
Shadow
Sneak does go
Sneak.
into the
Yeah.
Hydreigon, and the Hurricane into the Slow King. So we get a little.
Yeah.
We see
Chilly
that
reception.
the Hydreigon go down.
Yeah, but I mean, weather control is back up. I mean, Slowking's gonna heal back to full if it's Regenerator, which why wouldn't it be?
So we do see
And
the
there
Chilly
is some
Reception and the Bear Tick come out.
yeah. I mean, question is, does this bear tick eat um a God, I can't speak sacred sword or not, or
Or a
flash cannon, I guess.
Shadow Sneak. Ooh, the Hatterene,
Yeah,
which is an interesting choice. He's got a very slow Mon sitting next to a Slush Rush Mon. I
I mean, Hedron's just. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I
it's
guess you
being
threatened
it's being
or you
threatened by
threatened
that
Trick Room.
Aegislash for sure, though. I was almost
Yeah,
expecting to see Raichu come out and just get more like game control, but
yeah.
maybe he's got a plan here. I'm interested to see what goes on.
I mean, I'd be shocked if he didn't have at least some idea here, right? He's not.
He's not 4-1 for
Yeah, I
nothing,
mean,
or
okay,
three
we
and
know
two.
the
Sorry.
Hedron doesn't have anticipation. We know that much, for what it's worth. Yeah, no, it's
Okay,
Trick Room, I guess.
okay. I guess he's gonna set Trick Room. The Starmie
Holy
does come out. So the Iron Head did hit the Hatterene very hard for, leaves it down to 37%, and the Starmie switches
yeah,
in. He could potentially be switching Trick Room here,
I mean,
but
yeah.
he's being
I mean,
threatened by this Golurk. The Golurk is a
well, I
nuke.
mean, yeah, the thing I'm looking at is Aegislash has revealed that it doesn't have Poltergeist,
No, but it has Shadow Sneak. It has priority. It's not going to be a one hit
or
KO on
whatever
the
the
Golurk.
move would be that's strung on it physically. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not killing Golurk is
Ooh,
the thing,
Mystic
right?
Fire
So
from
if
the
we're going to see
Hatterene.
Poltergeist in this army, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, just really, yeah. I mean,
the Poltergeist
Aegislash kind of showing that it
annihilated that
doesn't do
Starmie.
anything. I mean, just kind of, it's really passive. It's not pets. I mean, it's Aegislash, right? But I mean, not having a bigger ghost option is kind of coming really bad. Gudra's a weird switch, I feel like, but maybe I'm just a hater. But
Well, no,
switching it
I think
into
it makes
Fairy
sense
Switch,
just for this for the speed tiers that we have here.
but it's not even slower than anything. Is my thing. It's the fastest thing on the field. Because this is base 80 Gudra. This isn't Hisuian. Oh
Shadow
the
Sneak, it doesn't do too much. Dazzling Gleam hits
oh
both.
wow, I hate that actually. That's crazy.
Yeah, see, it does have a decent amount of defense, and
Yeah,
the
well no, I
Poltergeist
mean it
goes into
has
the
crazy.
Aegislash, so I think that
Yeah.
he was worried about that Shadow
Spells
Sneak
into Golurk,
potentially,
doesn't get the burn.
but he does
That might
reset the
just
rain
it
with
does.
Pelipper.
Yeah. I think
I
it's too
think
little too late though.
I mean
I don't know what you're doing
it
here
depends
because
on
you're just
if the Gudra can survive a double up on this turn.
I mean it's not even a double up though because D-Gleam kills Pelipper and physical move probably kills Gudra.
Well, that's
So
what I'm saying is that it's
right,
got to
yeah.
take
I
the
mean it
Dazzling Gleam and what a Poltergeist, or well, probably a Headlong Rush. I don't think it's living this turn.
Yeah, I mean the Palafin's gonna come back eventually, but
Yeah, I think
I don't think you have to
he's got to stall
protect.
out this trick room so that he can get the
You can't
Palafin
even
in.
protect because it's a Golurk, which is crazy. I mean, we see
We see
Wide
wide
which
guard
is
to stop the
I
dazzling
didn't think of
gleam,
that, but oh,
but
headlong
headlong
rush.
rush
Yeah,
is
I
gonna.
mean, yeah, but what do you do now is the question, right? Because I
I
mean,
mean, you can stall one
presumably
more
it's
turn.
Dragonite coming out, but
You can stall one more turn of trick room and then
well, I mean, not
maybe
even because you
remove the
can't protect.
Hatterene, but
'Cause
there's.
I mean, you can click wide guard, but Golurk's still hitting whatever it wants to hit for good damage. And once you get out of this, you still have Raichu coming in, and you just don't have the tools to prevent another. I mean, if he wants another Trick Room or a Chilly Reception, you just don't have the
Well,
he's just kind
the
of
thing
out
is
of.
that he can he can stop trick. He can double protect here on this turn,
The
and
Golurk hits anyway, right? So
yeah,
Golurk can just
it
attack
does.
Pelipper, and I
I
mean,
mean, it does, but I don't think it's going to KO the Dragonite behind protect. I mean, maybe.
yeah, but I mean, no, it definitely doesn't KO Dragonite through Protect, but it doesn't really need to, right?
Well, that's
Because
what I'm saying is
nothing to run.
if you sacrifice the Pelipper here, you can bring in Palafin, and
Oh,
then
ooh, Pelipper. Oh, that's a. Oh, it does just
oh,
KO
okay,
through
well,
Protect.
yeah, if you hit it with an ice
Oh,
punch
no,
with
you know what it
four
is?
times effective.
No, no, no. You know what it is? It's not even that. You know, we're not playing in Champions format, which means that's just Unseen Fist the before it got nerfed.
Oh, oh, that is interesting to
That's what
consider.
that is.
I I don't know if it makes too much of a difference. It is still
I
four
mean,
times
maybe. I
effective.
don't know, but that is definitely what happened.
That is actually
'Cause
interesting observation that you made there.
well, there's other things that it comes up with, like Thunderwave, right? Like we've had
Yeah,
multiple scenarios where Thunderwave goes crazy. It's because the read goes crazy.
yeah. So the Golurk just protected as Palafin wave
Yeah,
crashed it, and then Dazzling Gleam came out of the Hatterene, which was kind of interesting.
yeah. I
That he
mean,
just went for
we
an
just see. I
offensive
mean,
turn.
this is
I mean, yeah, I think
yeah.
he's just trying to clean it up. The Dazzling Gleam picks up
I mean,
the
we're dropping
Palafin.
deaths here, but I don't. I think when you're 4-1, you stop caring about. Like, I mean, sure, he could have preserved it, but like, do we really care?
No, I think
He
that it
could
was
have.
a. I think it was a calculated.
Well, I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, yeah. Dropping a KO doesn't really matter in the long run or in the short run. You're not drawing with anyone, I don't think. I'm gonna rip the replay before someone forgets again. It's been happening.
Yeah, that has happened a couple times now.
Happened to the second coaches, I think yesterday, bro. These guys went 40 minutes before realizing didn't have the replay. Oh,
Do
they
you want to
remembered.
also
This is
invite
yeah, yeah,
Lily Cove on? I'm gonna.
yeah. I don't know how they usually do it, but I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it, which is, I mean, maybe there's a better way, but yeah, I sent it. He says he's joining
Cool.
right now, so
It's funny. He was the one person I couldn't get his emblem to pop up on our screen. So unfortunately, Nimble
oh, that
is
is
not gonna.
rough.
Yeah, Nimble won't have a fancy little talking box like the rest of us do. But that's all right. I'm sure he's happy for the win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a clean win too. I mean, there's really just not a lot he could have improved on. I think he did exactly what he wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna be interested to talk to him and ask him if his lead, his turn one, was like something that he got lucky with, or that he just completely read and
I mean,
knew.
I think we've seen Palafin in the lead
Well, yeah, I mean,
every game.
when you see Palafin on someone's team, it is kind of telegraphed that they're gonna lead with it.
I mean,
So I
we've
think
even seen Hero Form Palafin lead in these games. So
it's funny how
I don't
Golurk's
know.
sprite gets smaller when he turns into a mega. You would
Does it
think,
actually?
yeah,
Wait, I didn't
it's
know.
like half
Oh,
the
because that's
size.
the 2D form.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
that must be
got
why.
it. I don't know if it gets smaller. It gets like wider, but like the middle gets
Oh no,
shrunken.
he turns like half the size.
Yo, hello, Nimble.
Hello.
Yo, Nimble, congratulations on your win.
Thanks, man. How's it going for you guys?
Pretty good. It was a pretty fun match. I did have a question. So this lead, you led with Aegislash and Raichu, and it was like the perfect counter to Palafin and Aegislash. Did you kind of expect him to lead that, or was it a little bit of luck?
Yeah, so I first off, GG's to Alchi. Really good player, really good team. I was pretty scared going into that game. I expected, honestly, I thought Pelipper Palafin was pretty likely. Aegislash Palafin obviously also very good. My biggest fear was that Palafin getting out of control, and I thought he's gonna want to get it in as soon as possible so he can get it out as soon as possible, because honestly, my Trick Room without Indeedee to set up the terrain, or Farigiraf to block priority, meant that Jet Punch from Palafin in the rain was super scary for my team specifically. Like Slow King is my only real resist that was going to be able to do anything about it. So I thought, I need to go in here with Mons that I've EV'd to be faster than Palafin at max speed. I can guaranteed fake out into it. Even if he double protects, I can double into it the next turn with like Dark Pulse Volt Switch or something like that. And thankfully it worked out, and I was able to get a lot of work done with Golurk and set it up where Palafin just couldn't kill everybody at once. So that's the only downside for Palafin, right? It can only doesn't have any spread moves. So.
Yeah, but like you mentioned in the rain with those jet punches, it is really threatening, especially against your Golurk, because you like to set this thing up in Trick Room. Obviously, it's a Trick Room sweeper, but a priority jet punch could potentially just ruin your day.
Yeah, that was honestly my biggest fear going into the match. That's why I put Trick Room on Hat and on Slow King, because I needed to double up on it just to be safe. Because I was like, there's every chance that thing just one-shots one of my Trick Room setters.
Right, and not to mention the Aegislash there with a priority ghost move too. So I mean, you're looking at two priority weakness moves.
Yeah,
but you seem to handle it really well. The Aegislash didn't do too much there in that game.
Yeah, the slash was like not as big of a worry for me, just because I knew Hydreigon was going to be able to like had the potential to threaten it pretty good.
Right. Yeah, you had it.
I didn't end up going ahead and attacking into it, because honestly, as good as Aegislash can be, I kind of felt like, compared to what the other Mons on that team could do to me, Dragonite, Palafin, even Starmie potentially, it was like, these things all feel more threatening to me than Aegislash, because everything on my team either outspeeds it or can tank its hits pretty decently. I was just thankful that Hat was able to tank that Iron Head. That was the only thing that did give me a little bit of pause, because if it hadn't, I would have been a little concerned.
Before the match had started, that Aegislash was the Mon that I had kind of identified on their team, because it's like it threatens both the Hatterene and the Golurk, and those have kind of been like your staples for your team. So
yeah. I did prep for it a little bit. I put the wrong berry. I put the Kebia instead of Babiri, because I was fearing like Sneaker, Shadow Claw, or Poltergeist. I was fearing Poltergeist, honestly, more than anything else.
After Poltergeist was revealed to not be there, I thought it was kind of just good game. Like Poltergeist on it was probably max speed too, which probably didn't help. But
yeah, that was pretty much what ended up how it ended up going. Aegislash, like I might have underestimated it, quite honestly, because I knew I had Choppel, so I knew I would live at least one no matter what it did. After that, I was maybe playing a little bit reckless with Hydreigon, but I kind of figured like he's done his job. He's threatened out a lot of different stuff. He chunked the Pelipper. He's helped to whittle down the Dragonite, break the multi-scale with Raichu. So I felt comfortable with the end result there.
No, it was a very well handled game. I think even letting the Golurk go down at the end, it was like you didn't need it, right? Like you're just like, I'll just keep dazzling this Dazzle Gleam up.
Yeah, it was a little tough to do though. I always hate to let go of the Mon that does like all the work. It's like you earned this victory. I hate to put you down, but I knew that I was like, I feel like I'm trying to get cute if I just try to save him to like preserve differential or something. Like there's no point. I might as well just take this thing out. And I knew I had Fake Out in the back anyway, if somehow like Dazzling didn't kill. I knew I had Raichu with Fake Out in the back.
I almost had expected you to swap Raichu out after the headlong rush on the Gudra, just to reset and get that Fake Out pressure. But yeah, at that point, you were just wrapping up the game,
Yeah, I think once I got to the point where I realized his Mons were whittled down enough that even if he protected them, Golurk was probably going to kill, because Unseen Fist is still broken. Doesn't matter if
Well,
it's been
okay,
Actually-
about Unseen Fist, actually, it's not nerfed because this isn't Champions MA. This is just double.
You're right. No wonder it's been doing so much more
This
damage.
is common knowledge, but yeah, it is. It didn't occur to me like in drafting.
Yeah,
But,
wow.
Yeah, like a few
I just have
weeks ago.
Urshifu, got it.
Yeah, the same's with paralysis, and so I've heard that every
Sleep.
time I've brought up drafting Garganacle, people are like, "Oh, it doesn't get Salt Cure as good anymore." It's
I
still,
actually
like,
considered that one.
man.
Yeah,
Garganacle is one of my favorite.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't know. Every time I've like brought up to like Clumps or KBR, I'm like, I thought about drafting, like, oh, Salt Cure's nerfed. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but now that all
It's
the
not.
champion
It's
stuff
not.
is like, if all the champion stuff is not applying, that's a, you know what? It didn't
Yeah,
occur
no,
to me
you
during
might
the
have the
drafting
most
process
impressive
because we didn't know
megas.
what the format was going to be yet. But
If Clumps knew this before making the draft board, she would have 100% banned Golurk, which I think is really funny.
I would have banned it
We
too.
banned everything else. We banned all the good
Yeah.
megas. There's no way we were letting Urshifu make it through. But
Yeah, no, I know. Because I looked at it and I was just like, you know what? I really like Mega Golurk, not even knowing about the nerf, like that the nerf was not there. I was just like, I like this mon. I want to play with a Mega that I've never used before. Golurk is cool. Let's make it happen. And I was, but
Yeah.
I did wonder if he does. I was like, they said Unseen Fist does like a third damage now.
yeah, I think it was
I'm
one.
one-shotting things through
No,
Protect
it's
at
all, yeah,
80%.
it is. I don't know. When drafting, I thought about drafting, and I just didn't like it because
Sure, that's
I
fair.
thought the unseen nerf was kind of enough to deter me. But you know, it's not nerfed, which is I think dope.
Right. It's funny because I actually was like even considering Mega Drampa at one point, just because I think that's another mon that's like really cool. I wish it got a different ability.
It's not. Let me tell you.
I think you guys should
it's-
trade.
You know, something's telling me that I might be getting set up here.
Yeah,
but,
I
some-
don't know. You could
I
ask for
haven't
some
looked
future
at yours.
picks. You know, I found that.
Like, look, this team might be better than Urshifu. I'm gonna be real with you, Mega Golurk. Like, I don't know, with
Get a-
unnerved Unseen Fist.
yeah, unnerved Unseen Fist. I mean, Ghost Ground coverage is just like
I mean,
nutty.
yeah.
There's just like he's got every kind of coverage move that he could possibly need. I feel like I can bring the same set every week. It honestly, low key, it feels like when I played Calyrex last year, where I was like, I could play the same set pretty much every week as long as I had the right pieces around it. This game, I was a little bit more worried.
Yeah, because
just
those
about-
priorities, super effective moves.
Yeah,
though,
that
are on the other
priority.
side.
That was the problem. Now, if I had
Especially 'cause
Indeedee like I did last season, I'd feel so confident with this team. But I feel less confident because priority is an issue.
I mean, I wonder if anyone's gonna like now knowing. Well, because obviously there's like everyone in the servers watching the stream. It's not like there's only 2 viewers, but like now everyone
Right.
knows to prep for Unseen Fist, right? So like
I mean,
Yeah.
I am
There's
happy
no
that
going
I'd
back
expect
now,
people to
honestly.
have learned this now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I know
It's
I
tough
never
though
prepped.
because it's like you can try to prep, but unfortunately, like when the most common way of playing defense in VGC is not available,
Right.
and like the biggest thing is like. I think the reason that it feels so busted in part is not just because Golurk's stats are nasty, not just because the moves are nasty, because the way you want to beat Trick Room is to stall out the turns,
yep.
and you
Right,
can't
yeah.
do that because you can't protect and you can't fake Golurk out.
Yeah, I found that out in week 1.
All you can do, all you can do is redirect it and hope that you can tank it, right? Like if you don't have a dedicated physical wall, if you don't have like an Aloma Mola on your team, he's taking at least a couple months
Aloma Mola.
every single game. I know,
Well,
I know,
and that's
but I'm
and that's
like,
why
I was
actually
like, what's the baddest physical mon I can think of.
that's actually you're
Well,
leading
isn't
the
That's insane.
Golurk is leading the MVP race right now with most KOs.
As he
And
should be, dude.
As I
my
should be,
boy.
bro. This thing's Urshifu, but
Well,
with
like,
better off.
you've got 10 KOs right now. That's two
It's Alpha on
after,
Belric.
and that's before this match. So that was in 5 weeks. You had 10
Yeah.
KOs. You're getting 2 KOs a game with just Golurk. You know what I mean? Like
Dude, this is
See, when you say it like
it's-
that, it sounds like not that much. I'm gonna
it
be
sounds like
real.
it, but
Yeah.
it's a lot
I
more
think
than
he
that
got
because
more this game.
well,
Imagine
it's
if
because he
Calyrex
gets
was
2
playing
kills, but he's
no.
also doing so much damage to everything else.
Well,
Yeah,
okay, sure.
no.
How many assists is he getting on top
Yeah.
of it too? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. I was talking with Klomps about this a little while ago. This is a slightly unrelated topic, but just on the topic of kills. And it's not meant to be bragging, but it's just I always like to try to have a mon that I'm like, I'm gonna try to make this mon the kill leader if I can, because I just think like I love having one mon that just feels like the absolute stud of the team. So there was one of the first leagues that I was in. it was like a Gen 9 Nat Dex league, and megas were legal, and I was like, oh, Mega Garchomp gets scale shot. That seems like gnarly. And I finished with 24 KOs in an 8-game season.
Wow.
I was like, he's just taking half the team every game. It was so ridiculously busted. Like Sword Stand Scale Shot, Mega Chomp, but now you can actually do it. Like back then I was like, that can't be real. That's unfair. Now it's like, no, you could just do that in Champions.
Yeah, it is fun to
ridiculous.
have a goal like that. It's fun to push for things like that.
Yeah. So
And I mean,
if I could get even close to that, that's kind of my goal. I'm like 20 KOs for Golurk this season. If I get 3 each the next 2 games, I'll hit that, I think.
The bridge is waiting
So-
until you
so
start
this-
counting the
this
playoffs.
upcoming week is the tournament, and
Right.
you and
Yep.
I will actually be kicking off the first game of the tournament.
Yeah.
On
Excited.
Saturday
when,
night.
When did we say that is going to be? Is that on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday night.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Got it. Yep.
Actually, I have a double
I'm
header.
looking forward
We've got 2 streams in the morning, Saturday morning, or around noon, EST,
Oh, jeez.
and
Yeah.
then
shit.
and then I'm playing back-to-back matches between my actual match, my actual week's 6 match
Jeez.
with Code
I'm looking-
Crimson, and then yeah, you and I
Okay.
kick off the tournament, and that's gonna be fun because it's a
Nice. I'm looking forward to it. You got one of my favorite megas. I love Mega Meganium.
That's a different guy. That's
Oh wait,
LT, not
shoot!
LT.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at Artemis. My bad. That's totally my fault. I was like,
No,
wait a
no, no.
minute. I know that's not your team.
No, I have.
Crazy.
I mix up LTL and TLT all the time. I was a second coach
I
on
love that.
Twin Leaf Titans last season too, so I
Yeah.
made this really strange transition in my mind, But no, I have the Mega Charizard team.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say yeah, 'cause week 1. Your team's nasty.
Yeah,
problem.
and you've been on a roll right now. You're 4-2 going into this tournament.
Yeah.
So
Rough start, but we're bouncing back.
no, you've
Yeah.
at the beginning when we did the draft. No offense, but I was looking at your draft and I was like, I don't know, I don't know what this guy is thinking right now. Like,
I mean, to be fair, I think before you FA'd for the Slow King, it
Yeah.
was looking rough. Like the Slow King
No.
into the Vanillix out has kind of saved your season.
So I totally agree, dude. Well, first off, I just to kind of like put it out there totally. First major mistake I made because I was doing drafting stuff for us while I was doing other stuff, so my attention was not fully on it. Second mistake, I thought Raichu had followed me, and it does not,
Oh.
and I was very upset about that because I thought I was getting a redirector.
For what it's
So
worth,
I was,
Raichu
It does-
has won a world championship, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, no,
It's
it's
better
still
than
good.
most
I mean,
no,
Pokemon
it's
Pokemon
still a
in that
good
respect.
a good support mono. You get like fake out
I'm still
on
bringing it
board
every
and-
week. It's
Yeah.
just I thought I was getting. I was like, oh, I'm getting redirection for Mega Golurk. This will be great. So I knew that I picked some mons and was like, yeah, these are not good choices. I'm just gonna have to wait until free agency it comes around and make some switches. So
Is
that's
this
why
why
I
you
got
picked
Scoville in
Slowking?
for the redirection. But then Slow King, you're absolutely right. I was like, why do I have Vanillux because I thought it would be fun to use, and Aurora Veil is nice. But Slow King is, I think, just objectively better, and my team does not handle water well. I need something
Yeah.
for a
No, I
rain
was thinking
team.
of your team in the draft, like before or originally. I thought Vanillix was like the only thing that was bad. I didn't think it was that bad a draft.
Well, you like
without-
Octopex.
Well, I did want Toxapex. I did really want Toxapex. That's not the point. I really
Yeah.
did love that you dropped Toxapex. This thing solves like every problem. But the Vanillix was
Mhm.
kind of like the thing that stood out as like a really big issue because it also gave you like a really weird looking fighting type weakness. Where you
Yeah,
didn't
no,
really
fighting's a
have, like, you had
problem.
one resist and one immunity, but that was kind of
Immunity.
it. And they were both like not the best. Like you don't really want like sure they both are really good at fighting, but they're not good into anything else defensively that much. But
Yep.
like
No, you're right.
But no, you've definitely, and we've seen this with other coaches in the league too. Like PCR had like terrible draft picks. Not that he had a terrible draft, but he just didn't have the best picks. And he's, one of the teams leading the league right now too. So, no, I mean,
Yeah.
congratulations to your win tonight, and I think you've
Appreciate
had a great season. You've been playing really well. You've been playing some really good Mon. Look forward
Thank
to
you.
playing you in the first round of the tournament. But
Yep. Absolutely. Look forward to it. I'll see you in 2 days.
yes, sir. We'll be playing here in like 48 hours.
Yep. Absolutely, man. Looking forward to it. Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, you have a good night.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Night.
Well, this is an exciting match. Like I said, we have a double header Saturday morning. I got 2 more streams lined up. We have the Happy versus PCR. PCR I just mentioned, one of the best coaches in the league. Happy, and also a phenomenal coach. He's got one of the good records in our league as well. He's gonna be going into the match 3-2, just like Lily Cove was. And then we have Gamer versus Lot Speech, which is also going to be a really fun matchup. Just two OG staples of the league who are good players, and they always have good matches. Gamer's got the Mega Venusaur. He likes to drag out some games with some balance matches. So if you guys want to see some really technical games on Saturday, it's going to be
all
time
fun
to
and
watch
games
them.
until someone whips out the grass immunity. I'm looking at that matchup, bro. If I ever play him again, I'm just not megaing Drampa and we're calling it a day.
I mean, in that case, you might as well just not bring it.
Well, no, because it gets Sap Zipper.
Ah, okay.
The thing is, it loses it. Dude, I hate this thing. This thing gets all the cool abilities and then it mega evolves and I'm stuck with fucking Bruiser. It's not the point. I did hear apparently, though, PCR, he's getting shouts to coach Italy at the World Cup in 4 years. That's actually like a big thing that he's got going on. So shout out to PCR.
That's awesome.
Fixing his country's footballing status.
I mean, he's been doing a good job with his Pokemon, so I mean, maybe they're just
Yeah,
seeing
he's
what they're doing.
Here, I heard he's getting shouts at the national level. Like, shout out PCR. I know he's probably asleep right now, but like, not the point. Like, this dude's going places.
Well, anyway, guys, this has been a fun stream. We're gonna be wrapping it up. If you guys want to see another fun stream, we're gonna be doing this again on Saturday. Like I said, we got doubleheader. So this has been the DLP League. You guys have a great night.